Hi, my name is Michaela Valdez, and this is my creative critical reflection. Austere, the magazine of influential fashion trends with a twist of luxury. This concept came about as I dove into several articles, social media posts, and trending videos on the new fashion inspiration of the seasons, and quickly realized there were so many it was hard to keep track. Not to mention, the old money and wealthy aesthetic heavily promoted to 2023 and 2024, which provided me with the idea to incorporate a designer, slightly untouchable feel to my magazine. This is the final product, and I'm more than excited to express my reflection on my work. In the realm of media studies, my product, Austere Magazine, both utilizes and challenges conventional approaches in several ways. The first is sophisticated content, subtle elegance, inclusive representation, and fresh takes on trends. So, when it comes to content curation, Austere challenges the convention of sensationalism by curating content that prioritizes quality over quantity. While some media outlets may prioritize clickbait or sensational headlines, Austere focuses on providing insightful and thought-provoking content to its audience. The next is visual representation. In terms of visual representation, Austere challenges the norm by embracing minimalist aesthetics. While many magazines may opt for flashy layouts and bold graphics, Austere stands out by employing clean, elegant designs that emphasize the content itself. If we go to the next slide, an example here is of representation and social groups and issues, which is another conventional approach that is challenged by Austere Magazine. So, Austere recognizes the importance of representing diverse social groups and addressing pertinent issues within the fashion industry. While maintaining its elevated theme, the magazine ensures inclusivity by featuring a diverse range of models, designers, and voices. Gabriella, the model that I use, is of Hispanic ethnicity. She's a first-time model and still represents the teen audience as an 18-year-old. Gabriella is more muscular, unlike most fashion models, and radiates strength throughout the magazine. Moreover, it does not shy away from tackling relevant societal issues such as sustainability. The fur coats used within the shoots are all faux fur, highlighting sustainability and other issues assessed in the magazine, where ethical fashion practices and inclusivity in its editorial content and feature pieces. So in the next slide, we can also see that another example is the trend that I used, the leopard print fashion trends feature. So the magazine's feature on leopard print fashion trends exemplifies its approach to blending classic influences with contemporary sensibilities. While leopard print may be a familiar trend, Austere presents it in a fresh and elevated light, exploring its cultural significance and reinventing it through the lens of minimalist aesthetics. By doing so, the magazine adds depth and relevance to a trend that might otherwise be dismissed. Overall, Austere Magazine distinguishes itself in luxury fashion magazine landscape by embracing a blend of classic influences, minimalist aesthetics, and a nuanced approach to content curation. It challenges conventions by refraining from the loud and flashy favor of subtlety and sophistication, while also keeping in mind to represent diverse social groups and addressing relevant issues within the fashion industry. So if we go to the next question, how did your product engage with audiences and how would it be distributed as a real media text? So here we have a pie chart of print edition, targeted marketing, reader feedback engagement, digital platform, events, and collaboration with a brief summary of each. Austere Magazine engages with its audience through strategic content curation, interactive platforms, and targeted distribution methods. Here's how it would be distributed as a real media text. So the first is print edition, which I will explain through the pie chart. Austere produces a high-quality print edition distributed through select luxury retailers, upscale boutiques, and subscription services. The magazine's elegant design and premium paper quality cater to readers who appreciate the tactile experience of print media. I took this idea from other high-end magazines like Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, where they have special editions and they make sure to apply subscription services to their more loyal customers. The next is targeted marketing. Through targeted marketing campaigns, Austere identifies and reaches its ideal audience demographic. This may include advertising in high-end fashion publications, partnering with luxury lifestyle brands, and leveraging social media influencers who align with the magazine's aesthetic and values, especially as TikTok and Instagram are such big platforms right now. That last one on social media, influencers who align with the magazine's aesthetic and values, is a very big thing for any upcoming magazines. The next would be reader feedback and engagement. Austere actively solicits feedback from its readers through surveys, focus groups, and online feedback forms. This input helps shape future content, ensuring that the magazine remains responsive to its audience's preferences and interests. So if we keep moving on, we can go to slide number 7, which focuses on the digital platform. To reach a broader audience, Austere maintains a sophisticated digital presence. Its website features exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and interactive elements such as polls, quizzes, and reader forums. Social media channels like Instagram and Pinterest highlight visually stunning images and provide updates on the latest trends. Online trends would include accounts on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter to put out possible announcements of limited edition magazine giveaways, behind the scenes of photo shoots, and announcements and footage on influencer events. The next is events and collaborations. Austere hosts exclusive events such as fashion shows, panel discussions, and product launches to engage directly with its audience and strengthen brand loyalty. Collaborations with influential designers, brands, and personalities further enhance the magazine's reach and relevance. We can now move on to the next question. How did your production skills develop throughout the project? So, just to touch the subject, throughout this project, my production skills developed significantly. The projects and posts leading up to my final draft helped me practice all the research I have done and put it into a piece of work that I was content with. At first, I was unsure of the elements that were necessary to create a cohesive magazine that is visually appealing, especially when making decisions towards designing a proper content and feature page. This project is a direct reflection of my tremendous growth over time, and I have found that my style is better simple and sophisticated rather than busy and loud. So my production skills were a mixture of learning to produce a well-written magazine with proper pictures and a clean format that showcased my ability to show growth and progression through my creation, and maintaining a clear idea of what I wanted my audience to capture from my magazine. Examples of this included the cover line practice and decision, reviewing how other magazines use text to draw in readers, how to properly edit the format of a magazine through various platforms, and learning which ones worked best for my product and my process. Careful placement of pictures and maintaining cleaning lines/columns between the pictures and text on my pages. So here's a feature spread example of my progress within using with my skills as they've developed through the project. So furthermore, as depicted here, my planning research played a substantial role in creating the final product. Here on the left is an example of my first feature page prior to more research or any vigorous research on the magazines I drew inspiration from. While the pictures were filled in by Pinterest, the overall design and layout of my feature page was not cohesive, had very little flow, and was hard to read and understand. The idea for my final feature spread came from less is more and keeping a clean look that was easy to read and admire while still sparking inspiration within the audience. I had no set plan on what direction my magazine was taking, but with the research on the magazines I would like mine to be associated with, I was quickly guided into a more modern format. And throughout my blog, we can see that those magazines involved Elle, Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, W, Allure, which were really big inspirations when I was looking at different formats for my feature spread, for my cover page. So the next question, how did you integrate technology, software, hardware, and online in this project? Okay, so as we have here on this side, Camera Pro, Adobe apps, Facetune, and Peachy. Camera Pro was the overall app that I used for my project. I used certain Adobe apps on the Creative Cloud for my blog post, but I didn't end up going with that software. And then Facetune and Peachy were used to edit my pictures for the magazine. I integrated technology into my project by primarily using Canva Pro. I am well versed in Canva Pro due to using this platform on several other projects and was comfortable working my way through my magazine with this platform as guidance. For the overall format, design, and construction of my magazine, Canva Pro was the perfect app to bring all the ideas and inspiration I envisioned for my project to life. The next is Adobe Creative Cloud, Facetune, and Peachy. Secondly, for my project research, I attempted to use Adobe InDesign. However, it was not as involved with it as I was with the use of Canva due to several accessibility issues that I was having throughout my research and learning process. On the other hand, I used Adobe's fonts and color wheel and magazine design tutorial guides to help fulfill my research for the magazine layout, which proved to be significantly helpful. Thirdly, I integrated technology into my project with the use of apps Facetune and Peachy to edit my pictures and model to my liking. The use of space was limited as well as time with the model. However, these two apps elevated my pictures to be magazine ready with the help of makeup, blurring, erasing, and brightening tools. All in all, the research and planning process of my magazine played a crucial role in its outcome. I'm more than happy that I've been given the opportunity to share this with you all. Welcome to Austere Magazine. Hi, my name is